Hello everyone, welcome back to a Rhode Island State Roleplay tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to connect to the Sonoran CAD. It's pretty simple. Download Sonoran CAD. You go here, you go Sonoran CAD, click, and then you're in. Alright, to cover it, when you log into CAD, you're not going to see Rhode Island State Roleplay. You're going to click Join Community, and you're going to enter the community ID provided to you in the Discord, which is RISRP22. I already have it done, but I'll search it again just to show you. You can join it, just click join. Once you're in, you click it, you're not going to see any of this. What you need to do for civilians, it's RISRP civ 2022. And you're going to press enter, and that's going to get you the civilian tab. Civilian tab is pretty easy. As you can see, it's pretty simple. You're going to want a new character. Fill out all the stuff. You don't have to put in a photo if you don't want. If you want vehicle registration, just click DMV vehicle registration. And it'll auto-fill your civ information, but you just need to put the vehicle information in. Click add record. And then license, same thing. It'll auto-fill your civilian information. Put in the status, the type, and when it expires. You won't be able to change this. I can. Someone from the DMV will either approve or reject your licenses. Make sure you double check that. Once you're done, just click add record. And for Leo, let's go back to community menu. You'll obviously have access to police, fire, EMS, depending on what you are, or dispatch. Police is pretty easy. Police, you have your set busy, set available, unavailable, en route, on scene, and panic. I'm not going to press panic. That will display to everyone who has a CAD open that you just press your panic button and it gives a little audio cue. I'll do it. And when that's done, obviously you have all your stuff. Dispatch, you can see active calls, emergency calls, you can see signals. To initiate a signal, you just type in the signal and just press initiate signal. If you don't know what signals are, they'll be covered in your DPS training. And now we go down to unit management. You can see active units and timers, record management. You can look up records in Bolo. Documentation, you can see our signals and codes, penal codes, quick links in our notepad. And let's say I just pulled somebody over and I want to run their information. I'm going to click look up. And let's just say I pulled myself over, right? So I'm going to type in and I press enter, pulls up the civilian, shows that I am a person. Click that, you see the civilian card. And records, it shows that I have licenses. So obviously you'd have to go in, it's a driver's license and a weapon license. Pretty easy. You can do it by plate. So you just enter the plate, it'll pull up the same thing. And then you can also search record IDs, which a record ID is, I don't believe that this license is going to have it. Yeah, these licenses aren't going to have it, but a record ID appears once you put in a police record. I'll show you how to do that. Click records, go down to new record. Let's say I arrested myself. Click new arrest. And we're going to click that little search button, type in the name. Okay. And then let's say I was driving an unregistered vehicle. I'd type in the license plate, make, model, color, all that, year. Say I fled from the police. I'm going to type fleeing. It'll autofill, just click it. Said I had a pistol on me. Arrest type, always going to be on view unless it's a warrant. Probationary officer doesn't need to be filled out. Make sure you fill out a small narrative on what happens, just in case your high command ever needs to audit. They can do it that way and not have to hinder you. Status, you're going to set active. Your supervisor will change that to closed. date, just click the little calendar icon and click the date, and then you got to put your signature here. Leave supervisor judicial open unless you're a supervisor. And up here, you can forget to mention your flags. They're armed and they're violent. And once you're done, just click add record. And if I do that, and I go back to lookup, and I search my name, it pops up with my flags for armed and violent, and then the records got updated to where I have an arrest now. And then you can see the charges here, and what car I got stopped in, my age, and my name. Pretty simple. Moving on, we're going to go to fire. Fire, your stuff is pretty easy. Fire and EMS are pretty much the exact same thing. Records, new record. Oh, we don't even have it filled out yet. Good thing fire doesn't have to fill out any reports. Alright, let's go on to dispatch. Dispatch, as you can see, there's a lot of test 911. So when a 911 happens in game, it'll pop up right here in this corner. Let's say I want to, here, let's turn this one, get it, set the status to close call. Let's say I pull this one out and I'm going to dispatch myself to it. So I'm going to bring it here. I'm going to double click it. Where'd it go? I'm going to open call in editor. Going to call status, active, priority 3, postal, enter whatever postal, block whatever block, code. We don't use these. And once you do that, click create call. And that will bring the call down here to this active calls column. You can edit call. And then you can also go here, set a timer to that call, preview it, copy the record link, tone out. You can tone out fire. You can do anything you really need to. If the unit updates, just unit update, and you're going to click update call, and that will put everything in the call description. Then you can click add note as well, and that puts notes down here. Doesn't matter which one you do, try and use call notes, not call description. Once, let's say I cleared off my scene, once that's done, you're going to click close call, and that will put it in call history. Don't mess with anything from call history. And as you can see, we have a bunch of calls, but they're all tests. Alright, I hope this tutorial was helpful for you guys. Again, any questions, just ask myself or any other member of the staff team. Have a good day.